Most people dread the sanding phase of a project, mostly because it's tedious and usually leaves a mess everywhere. But this little detail sander from DOVAMAN actually makes the process feel a bit less like a chore. Right out of the box, you notice it's surprisingly light, just over 2 pounds, which is a huge deal if you're working on a vertical surface or something that requires you to hold the tool up for a while. It doesn't feel like a brick in your hand, and the grip is soft enough that you aren't going to end up with hand cramps after 10 minutes. Now here's the thing about these smaller sanders. They usually struggle with power. This one packs a 130-watt motor that hits 12,000 RPM, and honestly, it's got enough kick to handle wood, plastic, or even some light metal work without stalling out the second you apply a little pressure. The internal build uses an aluminum fan blade and a copper motor, which is a nice touch for longevity. It's designed to run for a long time, and while most of us aren't sanding for 300 hours straight, it's good to know the internals aren't going to give up on you during a weekend project. The dust collection is another area where this thing surprises you. It uses a microfilter box that sits right on top, and it actually catches a decent amount of the fine powder that usually ends up coating your entire workshop. If you're doing a bigger job, there's a port on the back to hook up a shop vac, which is pretty much essential if you want to keep the air clean. One small quirk, though, the dust box can be a little finicky to snap back on if you aren't paying attention, so just make sure it's seated properly before you start. Swapping out the sandpaper is about as easy as it gets. It uses that standard hook and loop system, so you just peel off the old sheet and slap on a new one. It stays put too. There's no annoying slipping or sliding while you're trying to get into a tight corner. You get a dozen sheets in the box to start, which is a solid inclusion. If there's one thing to nitpick, it's that the cord could be a bit longer, so you'll likely need an extension lead if you're working away from an outlet. But for the price and the performance, it's a really capable little tool. It's not trying to be a heavy-duty industrial sander, but for detail work and finishing, it's a reliable piece of kit that gets the job done without any unnecessary fuss. If you're looking for something that's easy to handle and doesn't vibrate your arm to pieces, this is definitely one to keep on the radar.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.